and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. Remember, for those of you that are having spiritual problem or need counseling, you can contact me at 339-1670 or you can call my office at 237-3135. I want to say a special good night to you viewers of Real Talk in Trinidad and Tobago, of the Caribbean and around the globe. Those of you on YouTube, TT Real Talk, subscribe, hit the bell, and you will know when we go live. Those of you on Facebook, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, share the page as we go live. Now, viewers, I am giving you this minute to call your friends, call your family, call the neighbor, send a little WhatsApp message, a little Facebook message, go on Messenger, message them, tell them Real Talk is going live, and I will see you right after this break.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. As we start off tonight's program, I want to say thank you again to the viewers of Real Talk Local and Regional for making us the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. And I must give thanks to you, the viewers, for making us #1. As we start off tonight's program, viewers, the Minister of Land and Fisheries, Clarence Ramarat, was questioned by the opposition as to what the government is doing to secure the site at the new St. Joseph Secondary School. According to source, the St. Joseph Secondary School is allegedly being vandalized by community members of Bangladesh. When Real Talk Media visited the school on Friday, June 21st, 2019, they were greeted with overgrown trees, looters, and human feces throughout the compound. Reports indicate that the school is 95% complete. However, lack of proper security for the construction site encouraged persons to vandalize and steal material from the compound. The construction of the school was started under the Patrick Manning administration in 2010 and stopped in 2015. The construction was scheduled to restart in 2015. However, the government changed and no payments was made to contractor to complete the project. The Minister of Land and Fisheries, Clarence Ramarat, noted in Parliament today, Wednesday 11th of September 2019, that the existing St. Joseph School will be facilitated with more officers on the compound. Clarence noted that the Ministry of Education will also be upgrading the fence around the current school and improve the lighting system on the compound. The Minister of Land and Fisheries also noted that the ministry will hire a new contractor to secure the new St. Joseph Secondary School from looters.
In relation to the existing school site, the ministry has taken 3 steps. One is to increase the number of security officers available at the school round the clock. 2, the ministry has taken steps to have the perimeter fence fortified because of breaches in that fence. And 3rd, the ministry has taken steps to get a contractor to improve the lighting on that school compound. Madam President, in relation to this construction site, the ministry has taken steps to engage a contractor to secure the site, in particular the materials. I thank you.
Now, viewers, I would also like these ministers, especially the Minister of Education, since we are talking about school, I hope it's not the same contractor that did the Couva West. And if the minister could clarify to the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, since they will be spending taxpayers' dollars, which contractor will be hired, what is the process the contractor will go through, and the amount it will cost for fencing, lighting, and even to put security in the school. Now, yes, you came out with a plan to hire a new contractor. A new contractor we're talking about, you know. You want to upgrade lights, you want to put security, but it must come with a cost. And I am definitely sure that you all have probably worked out these measures before raising the issue. Now, this has been going on since June, when my camera guy visited the St. Joseph School. Now, the Minister of Education have been in office almost 4 years. 95% of this school have been completed. It started under the Patrick Manning administration. So why is it the school functional properly? 5% of the school needs to be repaired in order for the school to be functional 100%. But I guess the 5% was too much money they had to spend. Feel free to call in 237-3135. This is your country. This is your children. And this is their education. Now, I just always say, without our education, what will happen? Even your friends will call you duncy head. I'm telling you. Even your friends, your neighbor will call you a duncy head. I'm putting honey on no words for nobody. Because we are facing a real situation and a real crisis in Trinidad and Tobago. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Said.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, but the only person to come and finish that school is Kamla. Kamla is the one, the UNC had to come and finish out all that school and neaten up the place. Yeah. Because when the power, they're fixing all the school and everything that they're doing from outside. You know? So them have to come back in power to get everything accurate back again. And I see you come and they show the minister of agriculture, where he come from? A long time you see, boy, he making 4 years and over, we have seen him.
Now, caller, listen this now. The Minister of Agriculture, he's supposed to see about agriculture and fisheries and things, you know.
Yeah, but he has to about nothing, boy.
No, but he coming out and making statements for school.
He picture in Parliament. He picture out in Parliament. Yeah. The people, he picture. We have to see his ugly self.
Thank you, my friend. You see, Clarence Rambarat noted in Parliament today, Wednesday, the 11th of September 2019, that the existing St. Joseph's School will be facilitated with more officers on the compound. this is the man in charge of land and fisheries, but he making a statement where the Minister of Education is supposed to come out and make. You understand? So apparently they start to go backward now. Where's the Minister of Education? This is his portfolio. Am I right? Somebody say something. Did they shift him without anybody knowing? Call good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead.
I want you. Yeah, if you check the PNM track record, PNM is great as the PNM and it shall prevail. Nothing about nation building, you know. Under Patrick Manning, they closed down our school for 10 years. No one was able to go to that school. If you qualify the amount of money that was lost, children have to wake up early in the morning, parents have to spend extra dollars to send them a distance, a different distance to send them to school. A lot of money was spent and lost. This government, this next PNM government, closed down the laptops. Nobody have laptops. I mean, it wasn't only UNC children are getting laptops, PNM children took more across the board, and they closed down that. So education is not something that the PNM is interested in, you know. They have caused this country, this government that is, going back more than 50 years. So they don't care, and I keep saying and saying again and again. The man opened office down in Central and asking people to give him a chance. Well, Lavantil has given him a chance since from the inception. What is Lavantil looking like? Nobody went down there to tell the fishermen that some condolences because the 7 fishermen were drowned. No, these people wasn't thrown overboard by Venezuelan, you know.
True.
I want to ask the question, I'm just thinking aloud. Could it be that because the engines and the boat was found in the PNM stronghold, that's why they didn't go down there? Because their friends have, their supporters, is the people who did the wrong to these people down there? I want people to check and keep us checking in mind when the bell rings. Know where to put all your vote. Do not vote for this government. It is not healthy for this country. Thank you, Mr. Ali.
Thank you, my friend. You see, the reason why I decided to highlight this is we have the Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries coming out and making statements in a portfolio that doesn't belong to him. We have a Minister of Education, and where is the minister? Where is the minister? Why couldn't the Minister of Education come out and make a statement? Well, we are going to hire a new contractor. We are going to see about the fence. We are going to see about the lightings. We are going to enforce security in the schools. Clarence Rambara pop out of nowhere. While we have citizens in Trinidad and Tobago cannot get leases for agricultural land, he wouldn't pop out and say something. He is also in charge of fisheries. What happened to the Cuba fishermen? When they were asking for Coast Guard, come out and say something, fishery department is yours. I didn't know that switch you, or they give you an extra portfolio. Well, then Said would have known that. You all understand? Call a good night.
Good night, Said. How you going, man?
I good. Go right ahead.
Said, there's an advertisement that racetrack wheels is show where Narayan went and buy rims for a car, and he don't even have a car. That advertisement perfectly explains this government, because they shut down the sea bridge, and they didn't have a boat yet.
True.
They closed down Petrotrin, and they don't know where to get fuel.
True.
It has flooding. When every place flood out, then they're looking to clean drain. All the school vandalized, and now they're looking to put security. So instead of racetrack wheel make the advertisement with Narayan, you should make that wheel with Rowley, showing how duncy head this government is. Everything they're doing after the fact, they could never come up with a plan to prevent anything or any type of foresight to see anything before it is mashed up, before it is finished, and then they come in now to put patches to try to fool the people. And you see now that election coming, all the road that mash up and people pay thousands and thousands in maintenance for the vehicle.
Yes.
Now they will come to fix it, and the foolish set of people now go still run down and wave Balize to go and vote for this set of idiots and them that you're showing on the TV. Have a good night and take care, Mr. Said. Later.
Thank you, my friend. Now, viewers, feel free to call in and drop your comments. Switching gears a bit. Now, this is something very important to the children that attend schools in Trinidad and Tobago. Listen carefully, parents. During the TTPS Wednesday media briefing on September 11th, 2019, Public Information Officer Wayne Meister indicated that the Zessa pills are being sold at schools. Wayne Meister noted that based on the TTPS reports, the Zessa pill is a combination of ecstasy and cocaine, which is designed in the shape of a little sweet. Wayne Meister noted that the TTPS is very concerned about the pill, and they are doing all they can to remove the dangerous drugs off the streets. Mr. Meister also went on to state that because of the infiltration of gangs in school, the Zessa pills may be sold on the compound.
Based on our intelligence gathering, it's a combination of ecstasy and cocaine that is being used, and it's in a powder form, and it's also designed like it look like sweets. I saw some persons advertising it just the other day. We are critically concerned about it, and we are doing all in our power to get a dangerous drug off the streets. And we also want to have a combination with the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service and the Ministry of Education to have a robust education process, a program, because we are realizing that because of the infiltration of gangs into schools, the drug may well find itself within the schools. So that is something that is a great concern to the TTPS, and we are looking into that very seriously.
Now, viewers, please educate your children about buying sweets in schools. Guys, put up the photos so the parents will understand how serious this drug is. It's a mixture of ecstasy and cocaine. Now, we all understand cocaine is a very serious drug in Trinidad and Tobago, and we understand how it functions. There were a fete at a nightclub. I would not mention the names, but after people came out of that nightclub, what you are seeing is on the savannah in Port of Spain. When questions were raised as to why this incident happened, Zessa pill was the cause for that. Now, it also comes in a blue shape as well as green, also white. So parents, please alert your kids, because this could be very harmful and dangerous to their well-being. Caller, good night.
And a very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
Same to you, my friend.
Is Mr. Anthony Garcia out of the country, or was he fired from his post? Is he alive? I cannot understand why the Minister of Agriculture, Lands and Fishery have to be making pronouncement on his behalf.
Exactly.
He's supposed to talk for himself. And you know what is sad? To think that Mr. Garcia, he was once the president of tutor. So you would want to believe that he would take a special interest in the education system.
Well said.
Right? One of his sons is a medical doctor. And so he took special interest in that guy. What about the rest of the nation? And for the last 4 years, over $28 billion have been allocated to the Ministry of Education. They always get the biggest chunk of the budget.
Yes.
And come budget again, they're going to get about 7 or 8 billion again. Where is this money going? I just don't understand. Please help me. All the best, Saeed.
Thank you, my friend. Now, listen to this, viewers. The police, based on their report, decided to come out and alert the media, so the media could alert the public of Trinidad and Tobago. Now, We are talking about in school. Now, I would clearly indicate to myself that, okay, the police are not making a media briefing concerning this spill in the school. Now, don't you think, I could be wrong, you know. I could be wrong, you know. But don't you think, on a matter serious as this, didn't you think or didn't you feel that the Minister of Education should come along with the Minister of Information, Wayne Meister, being the Public Information Officer of TTPS? Don't you think Anthony Garcia could have accompanied him there? You tell me, don't you think I'm right or am I wrong? Caller, good night.
Well, good night, Said.
Go right ahead, my friend.
Yes, I am a young man in this era of life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what I have to say is that, not judging, but in reference to the statement that I believe was the caller before had. Hello?
Yes, go ahead, you're live.
Yes, I believe that the caller before had made about the present government only when it's time to vote and fixing drain and these things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Both parties do the same thing, so. But that is the caller point that they do, you know, I respect that, but I just think both parties do the same thing. And one thing I don't really hear much people saying, because I respect what you all doing there.
Yes.
But I don't really hear much people saying we all need to turn to God together. You understand? Do you understand where I'm coming from, brother?
Caller, I understand what you are saying. Now, listen me clearly, just stay on the line.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm asking God for a job, I'm not bashing you or anything, but this is reality we are facing. Government come and government go. Some will perform, some will not.
Right.
Right? Now, if I am asking God, Lord, I need a job. I need a job to provide for my family. I need a job because I want to build my house. I need a job. I want extra income. Will you sit down and continue asking God for it, or will you step out and start looking for something and ask God, Lord, could you create some type of miracle or something because I need extra income? You understand? Now, I will clearly step out and look for additional job while asking God for a miracle. I would not sit down. Am I correct?
Yes, you are, because God helps those who help themselves.
Exactly. Exactly. So I do thank you for calling in, my friend. Yes, we have to turn to God. I understand that. But we, the citizens, we also need to get up. Now, one would say crime is rampant in Trinidad. We expect the police service now to put a handle on crime. But look at this. If we have gunslingers in the village, we have drug pushers in the village, we have human traffickers in the village, and nobody ain't talking, what will happen? You see, in order for the police service to act, in order for TTPS to act, they have to have some sort of complaint from the villagers. Because if the villagers protecting these criminal elements, what lead will the police would go on when nobody's making a report? Nobody. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed. How are you good, my brother?
I am okay.
Very good program.
Thank
I
you.
want you to clarify something for me. I saw an ad on the television that this government have to pay $43 million for breaking the arrangement with the Chinese government. I'm going to list off it.
Breach of contract. Let me tell you something. Every member of parliament, every citizen who knows about contracts will tell you if you breach a contract, there are consequences. You could be sued. There are liability. Because when a contract is signed, that's it, you know. It's time for progress. It's time for production. It's time for work. When you come and pull back a contract now, you're putting the state at risk. You're entitled to pay millions of dollars. And I did say this. And look what. Call her good night.
Hello, good night, Ms. Ali.
Go right ahead.
I hadn't replied to our caller just a while ago. But I also want to add, you're quite right. So that $71 million US, we have the contract to pay a price for that, you know.
Yes.
Under this government. That, and who is paying it? Is that coming from their pocket, you know?
Nope.
But I also want to touch on, as I called her before, you know, under the last administration, Kamala was in Prime Minister. Nobody was saying, I wasn't hearing anybody saying all of them is the same thing, you know. Everything from Kamala this, Kamala that. Now these PNM supporters find PNM as disappointed them. They say everybody is saying it's happening on both sides. Nobody said that under the last government. Kamala did everything wrong. And you know, Dr. Rock saying this under his government, there's no major something he said, but look at that disaster. Imagine a man in opposition accuse a man of colluding with other people to commit murder. When he becomes, they say, make that man police commissioner. That's another scandal. That's a mass scandal.
Thank you, my friend. Switching gears a bit, viewers, the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, responded to the opposition claims that the government's intention is to bring out budget goodies on October 7th only because the 2020 general election is close. The Prime Minister stated that this year's budget will be no different than any other. So you know what that means? If he could come out and say that, it's like brace yourself again or look for another belt with some extra holes. I am telling you that. The Prime Minister stated that this year budget will be no different than the other. Finance Minister Colin Imbud announced in Parliament on Monday, September 9, 2019, that he will present the national budget on October 7, 2019. During the UNC Monday Night Forum, opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessar told citizens to look out for a condensed milk budget. Real Talk on Wednesday contacted the deputy leader of the UNC, David Lee, to understand exactly what the UNC meant by condensed milk budget. David Lee indicated that the Minister of Finance may just bring back social programs and some things that the PNM may have cut in the last 4 years.
What he's going to do, he's going to bring some social programs, announce some social programs, things that they might have cut in the last 4 budgets, he might reintroduce it. For example, a lot of the social programs he has cut, and they might bring it back. Things like that, meaning that things to entice the people and give them a false sense of security that they will be getting something from this government. But we'll wait and see. There are many things, many sweeteners that this government can bring, because they have taken away so much in the last 4 years that bringing back something, you know, what they have took away, you know, you take away from on the right hand and you bring it back on the left hand. So we'll wait and see, but we don't expect anything other than that. It's really another fool in the population once more.
Caller, good night.
Hello, good night. This is guy from Springvale, Craxamby. We have some early childhood center in Springvale, just behind the Hindu school. It has been completed 100%, and it hasn't been open as it. Painted everything.
That's the childhood center in Springvale.
Yeah. There's another one in Gasparilla.
In Gasparilla?
Yeah. It's finished already too. I saw it there, and it hasn't been reopened as yet.
So the structure, what you are saying, caller, to the viewers of Real Talk is that the structure is totally completed.
Totally completed, 100%.
And it's just waiting to be opened.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, my friend. Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break, but stay locked on. I am Saieed Ali, and this is Real Talk.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back, viewers. In an official immediate media release by the Ministry of Social Development and Family Service, the ministry stated that children with disability will now be able to access the Disability Assistance Grant from the government. Now, viewers, come back to me, guys. Come back, be fair on that. Remember, I have always been saying that disability people, they are having their grant cut. Man on wheelchair, woman on wheelchair also, one foot with crutch. When they went to the office, the officers were telling these individuals who got in contact with me and said, Saieed, we were receiving our disability grant as normal. I have one foot on a wheelchair, and when I went to the office to find out why my check or my grant was cut, they were telling me I am not fit to collect disability grant, and you have one foot and you're in a wheelchair. So what more do you want to be fit to collect a disability grant? Now, viewers, the Ministry of Social Development and Family Service, the ministry stated that the children with disability will now be able to access the Disability Assistance Grant from the government. So if the people on the wheelchair and the one foot, male and female, can get it, how the hell the children will be able to get it? Think about that. While all are getting ready to call in and make all your comment at 237-3135, think about that. Caller, good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Go right ahead.
I want to tell you that under the PP government, January CSEC exam used to be free. Now you have to pay to write it.
Yes.
And secondly, all the union people in this country are concerned about the Jews, and they're getting the pay and they're getting traveling and everything, and they're not doing nothing for nobody. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend. Now listen to this, viewers. The ministry indicated, and I quote, following the budget for fiscal 2019, the grant was introduced, making provisions to allow children with a disability to access a fixed monthly rate of $1,500 per child, end quote. Are you listening? The man in the wheelchair can work, but he not qualified no more. He not qualified anymore. The one-hand man who cannot work got his grant cut, and he not qualified. How come? How come he not qualified? Can a wheelchair man plant garden? Can he work in a gas station? Can he pack a basket or a bag in a grocery? Come on, somebody say something, because this is falling under your grandmother and your grandfather, even your brother and sister. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Mr.
Go right ahead.
I just want to make a comment that they say that God help those who help themselves.
Yes.
And they use that term very loosely, because Davidson help himself, O'Halloran help himself, Ramdeen, Ram Logan, Marlene, and the list goes on and on. So we have to be careful how we using that term. God help those who help themselves. Good night.
Thank you, my friend. It is a very strong statement, though. And I can tell you, when I get up and go forward, I just also say, Lord, open a way for me, so I could have to give unto others. That does be my prayer. And by the grace of God, my wife could tell you, I will get up and ask God in the morning, and I will go forward, and God will grant me my heart desires. Drop by drop, this full the basket. And when the basket starts to overflow, which means I have enough to give unto others, I could stand up right here on my platform in front of my camera that the world is viewing and say it does happen. But you have to be honest with yourself, in order to see miracles. Now my God will use the foolish things of this world to confirm to the wise that there are miracles. I have a lot of things I can testify for. Now viewers, before I go to the call, the ministry is urging new recipients to obtain a medical report, an application form for a social welfare local board and the health center, or online at www.social.gov.tt. So I want, you see viewers, when you hear they do things like this, the man on a wheelchair, where he going? I think a lot of people come to me side, we need groceries, we need the money to buy medicine, the office cut with grant. And when we ask them why, they're not qualified anymore. But from the day they get to the day present, they are the same thing. They didn't grow. The only thing going up is the age. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, Saeed. I called to tell you that you're doing a very good job.
Thank you.
And you don't cut the people when they're speaking, you allow them to speak. I want to thank you for your boldness and your braveness. Every evening, my grandson is stick on your program, right? He's 9 years old and he want to say hello to you.
Put him online.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum salam. How are you?
I'm good.
So, do you look at Real Talk every afternoon?
Yes.
What school do you attend?
Where's it?
What school do you attend?
Yes.
Hello, you there?
Yes.
What school do you attend?
And I go to Enterprise Government Primary School.
Enterprise Government Primary School.
Yes.
Okay, here what to do. Tell your daddy to give my operator your name and contact number and come down to Real Talk Studios tomorrow and you will have a gift to collect. So my friend, do leave your name and contact number with my operator and your 9-year-old child will have a gift to collect courtesy Real Talk Studios. Now viewers, once the form are completed following the medical assessment, the form must be returned to the ministry for processing. The ministry noted that it is pleased to provide this special arrangement for children with special needs. So what did the previous government were doing? Tell me. Somebody call and say something. Somebody in politics, call and say something. What were the previous administration doing? You see why this bring the facts to all, yeah? You see why this come here and make sure it's solid? Because I want you to understand what is taking place in your country right here. And hear this now. The ministry noted that it is pleased to provide this special arrangement for children with special needs. I don't think it's easy. My director is asking for a break. So viewers, we'll be right back after this break.
Get your ad on the show that matters. Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's engaging, entertaining, and straight to the point. Real Talk brings the issues of the day to the people. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's local, regional, and international. It's Real Talk with Saieed Ali. Get your ad now. Call 1-868-237-3135 or 1-868-339-1670.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali. Consultant and investor businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Now, viewers, we live in Trinidad. Expect the unexpected. Fishermen and Friends of the Sea Secretary Mr. Gary Aboud on Wednesday noted that he has received reports of an alleged illegal jetty being built just north of Claxton Bay behind Phoenix Park Gas Processing Limited at Point Lisa, Trinidad. Speaking with Real Talk Media today, Mr. Aboud noted that he has evidence that mangrove trees are being trimmed to clear the way and wooden platforms are being assembled on site to form the coastal structure. On the line to give us some more information on this matter is Mr. Gary Aboud, Secretary of the Fishermen and Friends of the Sea. Good night, sir.
Hey, good night. How are you? And good night to your audience.
Thank you for taking the time out to join with us on Real Talk to explain to the public what is taking place at the north of Claxton Bay.
Yeah, what is happening is that it appears to be a party boat. They must have spent about 200,000 or more in lumber alone. They've constructed this maybe 250-foot jetty, and they're cutting the mangrove, making a passage so they could park on the main road, or maybe perhaps they will ferry and drop passengers by bus, so they could run their business like that. We are not against them for running a business, but by law, mangroves are protected, and this is the area where we catch about probably 500,000 pounds of mullet every year. It's a very important fishery for people who fish in Claxton Bay in particular. The near shore is a very rich and fertile area. It's full of shrimp and every kind of fish is there. So putting a jetty and bringing this ferry boat in with this party boat
it's not compatible with the fishery. And, you know, the government already responded and said that they weren't aware of it. Of course, they're never aware of anything, and oftentimes when they make reports, they're very, particularly when persons are well connected, they drag their feet.
Okay. Now, Mr. Aboud, this video have caused a lot of critics. Could you explain to the people what is this really there for?
A lot of people are saying that people seem to have this new conception that they're not from here. It means that instead of embracing Trinidad and Tobago as our country, people are divorcing themselves from their patriotism and their nationalism, and they're no longer faithful to the red, white, and black. So you have many Syrian people who no longer call themselves Trinidadians. They say, no, we are Syrians.
Yes.
And you have people of African descent saying that they are Africans. They're no longer Trinidadians. Likewise, Indians are no longer West Indians and Trinidadians. They are, no, I am Indian. And so people feel that me, because my great-grandfather was born in Syria as my grandfather before him, that I have no right to talk about lawlessness in Claxton Bay because that's an Indian place. But I don't see life like that, and I think all of us have the same color of blood. Some things I consider to be evil, and what I'm describing to you, I consider to be evil. And every religion understands what evil means.
Yes.
And it is evil to discriminate against different citizens of our nation, our republic, based on our heritage. We are not from Africa, Syria, nor India.
No.
That is where our forefathers are from. We are from Trinidad.
Correct.
And this nonsense about abandoning our patriotism and chastising and victimizing citizens who have an opinion because they're claiming that, you know, Gary Aboud, well, all those Syrians have water, have coastal developments. Well, I don't know of any Syrian who has an illegal coastal development, nor any Trinidadian of Syrian descent. And it doesn't matter if there were or were not. It's a ridiculous way of looking at life. My first cousin has broken the law in which we have brought him to court. And the matter is ongoing in court, and it's still ongoing in court, and that's my father's brother's son.
Okay.
So this nonsense about saying that I am picking on a party operator because it's a central party operator versus a north party operator, that is nonsense.
Now, Mr. Gary, I know you also defend the fishermen and them, and in quite a lot of incidents, you stood firm without being rocking like a boat, well, so to speak, right? I know you stand firm with the fishermen and them throughout Trinidad and Tobago, right?
Yeah. Well, I was a fisherman myself. That is all that is. People want to divide us, and they must not be allowed. They have evil people out there. They chastise people who may have different challenges. Many people hate old people and mistreat old people or children. They're bullies. They're people that attack other people on race, on sexual preference, or lean. There are all kinds of things. There are men who are very sexist and mistreat our sisters and mothers.
Yes.
All of them are evil.
Now, can you tell the public why this jetty is being built there in your own words?
I'm sorry, why?
Yes. Could you tell the public why the jetty is being built there in your own words? What do you see the jetty being built there for?
Well, it's a commercial enterprise. Somebody's putting the jetty because they would not have to pay landing charges and parking charges to another person who might have that facility, a jetty.
Okay.
So rather than having to pay a percentage of money to a jetty, to use someone else's jetty, or to legally build their own jetty, it's cheaper to do it illegally. And because they're well connected with the current government, they feel that they could do it and get away with it.
Oh. Now, Mr. Aboud, I want to thank you so much for joining us on Real Talk, and I want to thank you for sharing your information with the public. So thank you, my friend.
Good luck, man. Good luck and every encouragement to you and your people and your audience.
Thank you once again.
All the best.
Now, viewers, the Prime Minister departed for Washington, D.C. today Wednesday 11th of September 2019, where he is expected to meet with a number of high-ranking members of the United States Congress. You are going to love this, you know. The Prime Minister was accompanied by the Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs. Who is that? No other than Dennis Moses. And the Minister of National Security, Stuart Young. So why didn't Moses go to the Bahamas? Huh? You could carry him to D.C., but you can't carry him to the Bahamas. Let's talk now. I tell you, I prep, you know. I just wait for all you, you know. Anything all you come in with, I have answer for all you, you know. The Minister of Finance, Colin Imbert, will be acting as Prime Minister as Dr. Rowley is out of Trinidad. Why didn't you carry Moses to the Bahamas? It's an outside country. Talk now. I'm talking in a language even a 9-year-old could understand. My 7-year-old, they sit down. And even he doesn't understand what daddy's saying. Call her good night. I tell you, it's a serious world out here, you know. When they tell themselves that Saieed not looking, ooh, Saieed watching with many eyes. With many eyes. And I'm proud to say it. There was a school fight on Tuesday at the Princestown Junior Secondary School in which one of the students was allegedly being bullied by the other. The parents of the victims intend to press charges against the alleged bully. Real Talk was contacted. The parents said on Thursday, now viewers, someone contacted me. You have the video? I will show you the video. But let me tell you something. According to information that I have received concerning a fight in a school in Princestown, the parents are going to press charges against the bully because I have understood that is more than once the individual were in the bullying game. So I will bring you more of this as I receive information. Now viewers, it is always a pleasure coming here to look, to dress nice, to give you all the facts of things that is happening in Trinidad and Tobago. So take a look at this video. Now you tell me, what right does one student have over the other to be beating another student like that? And we are hearing absolutely nothing from the Minister of Education. Clarence Rambarat have to stand up and talk about school when he's supposed to be dealing with land. I will give you an update as information comes to me. But let me tell you something. The parents are going to press charges. And I will support them right through. You know how hard it is to work and send your child to school knowing somebody bullying that child? Somebody beating that child senseless? I will keep updating you on this matter. Because it's sad to know these kind of things still happening in school. Is there a law for bullying? Hold on. I'll get it passed. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight. A rerun of this program is at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning on Synergy TV. Remember, Real Talk is on Synergy platform. Be safe. Don't look for trouble. There's a saying that the old people say that trouble will come on a horse back and it will leave on a snail back. So viewers, be safe until.